In the course of this world. Now, what's another thing that the prince of this air, the prince of airways? You hear stuff every day. I do. Hear stuff every day. What is it? The principalities in the airways. TV, internet. I remember watching a Christian counselor not long ago. I wish I could think of the guy's name. He's one of the best ones in the Christian community. And it's not Dobson, but it was one of the other guys. And they were interviewing him. And the question came up, said, what do you do with your kids? How do you keep your kids away from pornography? And this counselor said, you don't. He said, you coach them through it. Because it's not a question, will they see it? Walk in any mall, turn on any TV, turn on any internet. What your grandmother and grandfather, especially if you're my age, if they were back today and see what we see in normal advertisement, we're bombarded with it. What is that? The principalities are there trying to get our focus off of things other than God. And it happens to the best of us. We just see stuff. But what do we do to flush that out? What do we do to all the garbage that we see day and night? And I'm not talking about sitting down and just watching television all the time. I'm talking about just living your life. Walking through an airport or going through the mall. I mean, me and my grandson and Bibi and Emma walked. I hadn't been through Haynes Mall and I don't know when. And the other week I needed to buy some shirts and a pair of shoes and they were wanting to go. And we walked through and me and Malachi was walking down through there and we'd been to the RC radio control deal where they have all these, some cool trucks. But anyway, we're walking down through there and we passed by Victoria's Secrets. And I just kept talking to him and trying to... Did you hear what Pastor Ed said? She ain't got no secrets. Hey, renew our mind. I have to do it. This is not a judgmental thing, guys. It's just telling you this is the garbage that comes into all of us. But here's the difference. We don't want it to come in because there's better. Among whom also we all once conducted ourselves in the lust of the flesh, fulfilling the desires of our flesh. And this is what I was just saying. It used to be when I was out in the world, that conversation about Victoria's Secrets would have went a lot different than what it just did. Are you hearing what I'm saying? I won't go into details. I'll let you fill in the blank. But before I was saved, if I was talking to you about Victoria's Secrets, it wouldn't have been the same dialogue we just had. See, that's the difference. It's like I've said for years when I used to work with youth. This is so true with the youth. Youth that have been born again make terrible sinners. Why? Because they know better. Before your spirit is reborn, you could care less. Why? You were part of the disobedient crowd. See, it's not saying that you won't never be disobedient again. That's a pipe dream. You're going to miss it. I'm not prophesying that on you. I'm not prophesying it on me. It's just we're still in the flesh. And sometimes it'll do things and our mind's not been renewed and we'll be weak or we'll be tired and we'll do things. We'll get aggravated with people. We'll say things. We'll treat people a certain way. It's not that we wake up wanting to do that though. And the bottom line is we're quick to change our mind and say, you know what, I shouldn't have done that. For when we were in that, we could have cared less.